When I learned this, I started to manifest on autopilot. I am talking absolute miracles in my life, financially, relationship wise, health wise, and you can do it too when you start to realize that life is about your inner state of being. Nothing outside of you has any meaning at all. Circumstance does not have any power over you. We don't want to ignore it, but we want to learn to master our emotions around it. Today I'm going to teach you exactly how to do that and start manifesting on autopilot. Now this has worked for wonderful clients of mine, such as business owners, people on a healing journey, people trying to save their marriages. So if you're in that category, please make sure to watch this. So what is it about mastering the inner state? Well, let's talk about it for a little bit. I was talking to someone today, and the Garden of Eden, which is represented in the Bible as the most perfect place, actually lives inside of you. And Adam and Eve are the representation of the human part of ourselves. And when we start to take a bite of the fruit, and we start to succumb to fear and judgment and shame of our physical being, that's when we start to not be able to live in that Garden of Eden. That really taught me that my reactions and my way that I interact with life really does create my reality. So I wanted to start to master my inner world just to see what would happen. And this came to me from learning from other great teachers like Michael Singer and Neville Goddard, where they said your state creates your reality, or you surrender to life's natural flow and good things start to happen to you. It's an absolute truth, and it's something that I've seen in my own experience. And I'm so excited to share with you the things that can happen when you do this. So I would say to you, if you have been trying to manifest from a place of, I'm going to make this happen, I'm going to visualize it, I'm going to go so specific, that is actually probably what's holding you back, because you keep having to wrestle with the disappointment of not achieving that thing. You're not healed yet. You've not made your business successful. You've not created the love of your life. But actually, if you just start to create an inner state of peace and harmony and ease, you stop caring about the outside world so much. It has no much more power over you anymore. And what was it that God told us? God told us there is only one power. I am the Alpha and the Omega. You are the I am too. You have that fragment of God within you. So if you can create that harmony within you, the I am within you will start to create that in your life. So I've always said it like, if you have peace in your heart and mind, you have it in your bank account. You have it in your relationship. You have it in your relationships in business. You have it all. So applying this to every part of your life is so vitally important. So you stop having the emotional charge around things, but you're not going to stop it fully. You're just going to stop acting from that emotion. And that's the step that really helps you to manifest on autopilot. Now you're not a reactionary based being. Now you're not someone who sees a problem and then just goes wild over it. For example, I told you in a previous video I was having some problems at the beginning of the year, ones that were so meaningful to me, and I thought I was going to lose it all. My ego started to say, what if you lose it all? You failed. You're a failure. I didn't listen to that voice because I would have taken action that would have only caused me more harm. Instead, I just let that feeling be there. I realize that my awareness inside of me is the light, and that feeling is the darkness. And I can just observe that feeling from my awareness, and the light shines on the darkness. It started to leave. At points, I just felt so peaceful. Nothing had changed. And what happened? Manifestations on every aspect. Beautifulness in my family home, a wonderful, brilliant accountant that I needed. Business is going better than ever. And these are the truths that you can have too. And I don't get up and try and do it. Now, I'm not telling you, this is because I've taught it to thousands of people too. This is for you. You have to start to realize that your inner world is more important than the world outside of yourself. That's when you will see change. But at the moment, you may be more married to the idea of the outside world can make you feel better. You see, when you change, the outside world changes. But the only way that you can change is to stop giving importance so much to the created thing. The thing outside of you that God created, that is still a part of you, but you can interact with it on a much deeper level. You don't have to interact with it on a three-dimensional level of cause and reaction. Instead, you create the inner environment and the cause comes out of you. Think of yourself as almost like the 3D printer. You know, when you create the imagery and the certainty in you and the peace, then the image can come out in that same energetic nature. So don't keep fighting circumstance. Don't keep trying to manifest. Don't keep trying to make it happen. You can manifest your dreams on autopilot when you make the inner environment and coming back to peace more important than any terms of success, any terms of achievement. But you're often doing it to try and prove something to yourself or prove something to someone else. It's time to let that go. Are you willing to let that go? Are you willing to surrender and give up control? That's the step that you're scared to take, potentially. You tell me in the comments, are you scared to give up control or are you ready to give up control? Let me know down below. But once you let go of control, you realize that this created thing by God, who on the seventh day rested and he said it is good and very good, this is a good life, a life that wants to give you the things you want. So you can allow it to give you those things, my friends. But we block it, you see. We block it through fear and trying to control. I hope this video helped you guys, and I'm going to see you at the next one.